Hey there everybody, my name is Eric and welcome to my tutorial where we'll be diving into the world of live streaming with the program Mix It Up. If you're looking to take your streams to the next level and really want to engage with your audience, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll be showing you some awesome tricks to allow your chat to interact with your streams like never before. We're talking about changing scenes, activating sources, and even modifying your voice. Whether you're a seasoned streamer or just getting started, these tips and tricks will help you create a more dynamic and engaging stream for your viewers. So let's dive in and unlock the full potential of Mix It Up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to the Mix It Up website and we're going to go to the download icon up in the top right corner, right here, and we're going to download the Mix It Up software. Once you have that Mix It Up software downloaded, you're going to create your own account and then you're going to be able to link it to your streaming software, whether it be OBS or Streamlabs. Now, I've been using it with OBS, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So once you have the software downloaded, one of the first things you're going to want to do is head over to the Accounts tab. Now, in order to get to the Accounts tab, you're going to click on these three little lines, and then you're going to get a whole bunch of options down here on the left side. So if you scroll down to Accounts and click there, this is where you're going to be able to link your Mix It Up software to whatever streaming platform you're using. So I currently am streaming on Twitch. So as you can see, I have logged into my Twitch account, but you can do YouTube or I think whatever this Trovo is. I've never tried that, but you could link it to that as well. Once you have that linked, you're going to link the software to your streaming software. I'm currently using OBS. So in order to do that, you're going to click on these three little lines again, and you're going to go to the Services tab. And there's a whole bunch of options here that you can link to your Mix It Up software. You can create overlays in Mix It Up. You can link it to, this is where you link to OBS. So I'm currently linked right now, but you click on the Connect button. And once you have all the information from your OBS stream, you put it in here, and you can password protect it as well, and then you link to your OBS. And this is going to be key for when you want to have your chat be able to change your scenes and manipulate things on your stream. But as you can see, there's a whole long list of other things that you can link your Mix It Up software to. XSplit's software for your camera, crowd control. I have mine linked to VoiceMod. Other things, Lumia Stream if you have lights that you use for your stream, things like that. And then also, what else do I have? My Stream Deck is linked through here, so I can create buttons on my Stream Deck that do things through the Mix It Up software. So the main way that I've been having Twitch chat interact with my stream is through channel points. So what you want to do in the Mix It Up software is you want to get to the Twitch channel points section of the program. And in order to do this, you click on the three lines here and you scroll down to Twitch channel points. You can also do Twitch bits, or you can do chat commands. But so right now we're going to go to the Twitch channel points. And then you're going to have this screen here, and it's going to be blank. I have a couple groupings of redemptions that I have already set up on mine. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a new Twitch channel point reward. What you can also do is add a command to an existing reward that you already have in Twitch. And you would do that by clicking this add command to existing reward. So if you click on that, then there's this little drop-down bar. You could click that down, and you got a whole list of rewards that if you have them set up in Twitch, you pick the one you want, and then we'll just pick Baby My Voice, and you can have them grouped into different groups depending on what game you're playing or what you want them to do, whether it's you want to sort them by scene changes, by activating sources, things like that. You can put them in different ones. So I have like a fart group, green screens, different games I'm playing, and things like that. So that's where you would pick that, and then it will sort them into those categories. So let's close this one out because we're not going to be adding. We're going to create a new channel point reward. So in order to do this, we're going to click Create New Channel Point Reward, and it's going to prompt you for a name. So we're just going to do Test, and OK. So then you get this prompt. It basically says that it's been created, and in order to modify the channel point rewards through Twitch, you would go to the Twitch dashboard, and you can modify, how many channel points it requires to activate, cooldowns, and things like that. If you want chat to input text in order to activate the reward, then you can have them do that too. So we're just going to hit click OK here, and now on the ungrouped, so in the ungrouped section, we're going to go down to our test, and we're going to edit it here. And now what you can do here is you have your reward name. You can select which kind of grouping you want to put it in, but then now this is what the meat and potatoes of what we want our reward to do. So we go down to this little action bar down here. You click the down arrow, and there's a whole bunch of things that you can have these rewards do. So the main thing that I have been using them for are commands, and what else? You can do them for inputs for keyboard and mouse. If you're playing on PC, you can make your chat, when they redeem something, that it actually does button presses in game, so they can mess with you in game. You can do things with your Lumia stream if you have lights. I don't have lights, so I don't have that set up. You can do overlays, which you can make images pop up, videos pop up on your stream. But in order to do that, you have to link, you have to set up your overlays. I believe it's in the services tab of the set. If you hit that little hamburger three bar icon, you can do streaming software. So this is where the streaming software is where we're going to do changing scenes, adjusting your sources on and off, and things like that. And you can actually even change the size of your sources and all sorts of stuff. So what we're going to do, we'll do our streaming software. So we'll select that, and then you click this little plus to add. Now it's going to come up with a default, and because I use OBS, I'm going to drop this down, do the OBS Studio, and then you get an action. So this is what you want it to do. So there's a whole bunch of things, like I was saying. You could change the dimensions of a source. You can change the filter on a source. You can change the visibility of a source. You can turn something on or off. You can do stop recording, stop your stream if you wanted to. I don't recommend that, but you could have chat actually turn your stream off for channel points. So what we're going to do, we're going to start simple, and we're going to go with, where is it? Scene. Okay, so we're on scene already. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go here into your scene name, and you would type in what you want the scene to change to. So I have my gaming scene right now, and my gaming scene's called Dual Output Console, because I play on console a lot, and I stream to dual output, so that's just the way I labeled it. So we're going to put that in, and it is case sensitive, so you want to make sure that you type it right. So Dual Output Console. And then what we're going to do is, because this is going to be a channel point redemption, I want chat to be able to change my scene, but I want, after a set amount of time, I want my scene to change back. So in order to do that, we're going to go down to our actions down here, and there's this little tab right here that says wait. So basically, once you click the plus, it adds a wait in here, and then you can customize your wait time. So you could make it wait a minute, 5 minutes, whatever you wanted to do. For the sake of this video, because we want it to be relatively quick, we're just going to do a 10-second wait, and then we want to change our scene back to the scene that we're currently on, which is our tutorial video. So we're going to go back to our streaming software, add OBS, scene, tutorial video, if I type it correctly. And so now this is my action that I want set up. And we're going to, you could test it by hitting, so you can test each individual piece of this. So let's test, we're going to go to our gaming scene. That works. I don't have a game on right now, but this is my gaming scene that I use. And then there's a 10-second wait. And then we test the to go back to the tutorial video. And here we are. So we're going to save that because it works. And then we're going to, so that's in there as test. And we'll close that. And because it's in our ungroup, but what we can do is actually, if we go back down to test, we'll edit this. We're going to put this in our command group, test, and save. So now, because I have all these, those are ungrouped ones that I have set up, but this one is just the one that we have for our test. And you can also test it again, test the test with the little play button, test command. It switches our scene here. We're going to wait, it'll wait 10 seconds for us, and then it should switch back for us. And there you go. It switched back. Another thing that you can do with the channel points, besides changing scenes, is you can turn on and off sources in the individual scenes that you're using. So we're going to go back into this test reward that we have set up, and we're going to edit it. Now we're going to go to our streaming software action, and instead of changing our scene, we want to change our source visibility. So we click on that one, and then there's a little toggle switch right here. So I want to turn on a source, so we're going to turn that on, and we want to be in the correct scene name. You can leave this blank, and it will do it for all your scenes. Or you can do it for the individual scenes that you want. So right now we're in the tutorial video scene, and then you type in your source name. So I have a source called money, and we want that to turn on. Now, and here's the thing that we want to make sure that we remember. So if you want chat to be able to turn on a source, once the source is played, you want it to turn that source off so that when they redeem it again, it starts over. So I have this wait of 10 seconds. I don't really need 10 seconds because I don't think that the source I have is a video, and I don't even think it's 10 seconds. So we'll change it to 5, and we're going to go down to our streaming software. We're in our OBS, and we want our source visibility, tutorial video, and we could do money, and we want it to turn off. And another way you can do this is a quick, easy way. Instead of having to go and type all this stuff out, I could actually go to my first action that turns on this source, and I could click this. This is a little copy button. It duplicates it, and it would put it down at the bottom. So if I duplicated that, it'll be down at the bottom here, and it's the same thing, and I could just click that off, and boom, there we go. And say we accidentally added something incorrect, or we added a duplicate, we can hit the delete to trash. And other things that these buttons can do, so you can move these actions, you can reorder them with the up and down. You can also click and hold and drag these up and down where you want them. And like I said before, you can click these buttons, these play buttons here, and it will test each individual action in your list, or you can test the whole command by hitting the play button here. So let's try that and see how we do. And there we go. It turned on our source, which is our money falling, and then 5 seconds later, it turns it back off. So if we save that, then that's in there, and that's in our test group. And we could do it again from this main menu screen. Test it again, and there you go. And you could add sounds to this. You could have a source that's a sound that plays. You can actually do sounds directly through the Mix It Up software, but we'll get to that in another video. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about with our channel point rewards for the chat we'll be able to do to change our things that are happening on our stream is going to be changing the dimensions of sources. So as you can see right now, I have my desktop showing, and say I wanted to have chat have the ability to change the position of my desktop or the size of my desktop, we can do that as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to this edit command button here. We're going to click on that, and we're just going to edit what we have. We could create a new one, but we don't really have to because we kind of have some of these actions in here already. So we're going to go to this streaming software. So we're in our tutorial video, which is our scene, and we want our action to be different. So we want our action to be source dimensions. So right now, these are all blank, okay? So we're going to leave this checked on because we want it to turn the source on, and we want it to change the dimensions. And we're also, then we're going to have our wait in here, which is our 5 seconds. And we're also going to do this one here as our source dimensions because we want it to go back to the original. So source dimensions and visible. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, so this is right here. This is the window, our desktop that we have. We want this to be the ending position of our source. So what we're going to do, and this is very handy, so we're going to go to our streaming software, and this is when it reverts back to what we want it to be. So we're going to change this because the source is not named money. Our source for this is called, let me see what it's called. I think it's called OBS window. So we're just, I had named it that even though that's not actually what it is, but we'll type that in OBS window. Okay, so, and we want it to come back to this size. So what we're going to do, and this is very handy, is the get current. And what it's going to do is it's going to look into your OBS and it's going to see, okay, this is the size and this is the position of this source. Okay, so that's going to be, it's visible, so this is what it's going to change to. And now I make sure that I do that first. So now we're going to go to what we want chat to be able to change it to. And so we're going to go over to our OBS, and sorry, you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but we're going to unlock this source, and we're going to just mess with it. So we're going to move it here. We're going to make it really small. And you could do this with your camera too. So like I could have chat make my little green screen camera make me really, really little, and I actually have a redemption for that where it makes me little, and then VoiceMod changes my voice to a really high-pitched voice, so that makes me look like a baby. And you can do all these actions together. But so anyways, we have up here the source dimensions that we want chat to be able to change to. And so what we're going to do is we'll go back to the source name. We're going to change it to OBS window, and once again get current. So it's gonna get those positions and the scale, and then there's gonna be a wait time, and then it's gonna revert back to what we wanted to do. So let's save that, and let's give this a test, and let's see if this actually works. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. Before we do that, we want our source to be reverted back to our position that we started with. Okay, so saved. All right, so now we have our test group here, and this is our action, our test reward. So we're going to play that, test, and there you go. Source has been shrunk down and moved to the side. We wait a few seconds, and then it goes back. And like I was telling you before, you can add multiple actions. You can do all these actions at the same time. You can move this, you can make a source turn on, or you can switch a scene, all with one redemption. So the last thing that I'm going to show you guys is, like I was telling you, we can do changing sources and changing voice. So I have my Mix It Up software linked to my VoiceMod that I had purchased the what do you call it, the premium VoiceMod edition. So if I go into my ungrouped, actually, you know what, I'll have to create it. So we'll create a new interaction. So we're going to edit this command. We want our streaming software. We want, instead of changing our OBS window, we're going to change our camera. So let's do, hold on, I gotta figure out what I have my source named for my camera. And it's really simple, main cam. And we're going to do the same thing with this bottom one. We're going to do main cam. So because this bottom one is what we wanted to revert back to, we're going to once again hit get current. So that grabs the position that I'm in right now. And what we're going to do, so let's unlock our main camera, and we're going to turn me into a little bitty baby, guys. So we're going to make me really small, like this. Here, let's move us over a little bit. And now we go back to our Mix It Up software, and we hit get current. So now it's going to, when chat redeems this, it's going to turn us to this little bitty size. We're going to, there's a wait in here, and then it reverts back. So let's revert us back for the moment. Here's what we want, where we want to add. So we want to do another add for our VoiceMod. So I have my VoiceMod connected, so we're going to go down to our actions and click on VoiceMod. And then that should, once we click the add, it's going to drop us in a VoiceMod right here. So there's a whole different select things you can do. You can select a voice, a random voice, beep sound, play sound, stop all sounds, hear myself, mute. What we want to do is I'm going to do two actions for this. We're going to select a voice, and I have a bunch of voices, but let's just do deep voice. I like the deep voice is a good one. So let's find deep voice. And okay, so it's going to select the deep voice, but we're not done. So we're going to add another VoiceMod action, but instead of adding it here, I'm just going to copy this, and it's going to drop one in here. Even though I want it to be a different action, but it's still a VoiceMod, so I found it easier to just copy, and then you can just alter. So now we're going to turn the voice change on. We're going to enable it, and so then it's on. And then the next thing, what we want to do is at some point, we want to turn the voice off. So we're going to duplicate that, open this one up, and disable. Now we just have to reorder everything. So what we want to do is, if this top one is when we're going to turn to a little baby with a deep voice, right? So we turn to the baby, but we want to move all our VoiceMod stuff up. So you can drag it up one. I think it didn't work, but I find it easier to just kind of close the ones we're not looking at the moment because it is less busy. So this top one is the streaming software. That's where it's going to make us small. And then we're going to move this up to selecting our voice. Okay, so we're small. We select our voice. We turn the voice changer on. Oh wait, sorry. Drop this down. We select our voice. We turn the voice changer on. We want to make sure it's in the right order. We wait. Let's do 20 seconds. And then we are going to turn our voice changer off. And you know what? While we're at it, we're going to get crazy. And we're going to add some more things. We're going to do all those things we learned. We're going to put it all together. We are going to, so let's just do streaming software. We'll do a copy, go down to the bottom, but we don't want source dimensions. We want a source visibility. So we want our money source, money, to turn on. So that's going to go up to the top as well. We make sure we're setting the right one up. Money up. Let's make the money happen before the voice change. So we got that there, then our voice change, then we have our 20 seconds, and then we have our main cam goes back, and our, you know what, let's turn, I guess it doesn't really matter which order these two are in, but let's change it back, and then our voice will go off. And the last thing that we need to do is our money scene. We want to turn it off when everything's said and done. So in order to do that, we're just going to copy our money source visibility. It's going to drop it at the bottom, open it up, and we're going to turn it off. And now we'll save this whole spiel here. Save. So if we go in here and we play this action, it should change our source, rain money, and change our voice. And then 20 seconds, everything turns off and goes back to the way it was. Fingers crossed. Let's see if it worked. Test command. All right.
So I'm small. There's money dropping. I don't know if my voice has changed. I hope my voice has changed. And it's going to be 20 seconds, and then everything will go back the way it is. We got 10 more seconds to wait, and fingers crossed. A few more seconds.
And it sounds like the voice changer turned off. I'm big, and the money source is gone, is off. So that if somebody redeems it again in the future, it can turn everything back on, and it should work properly. So this is going to be the end of this tutorial. I appreciate everybody that came to watch, and I hope that you guys hit that subscribe button if you liked the video. I'm going to put all the links for Mix It Up, for VoiceMod, down in the description below, and we're going to try to do some more tutorials, go through some more things that we can do with this software, because there's tons of things we can do. All right, guys, thank you so much.